guys. So this is Alan. If I could use one word to describe him as an engineer, it'd be supernatural. He was one of those students that called me to help him the most. But as soon as I sat down, either he had solved it or like the bug had just magically disappeared. So, I can only attribute that to him like being a natural engineer. So I remember one day I was like, Alan, what do you want to do when you grow up? He told me he wanted to be a doctor. And I was like, why? maybe parents can sway him a certain way. But either way, he's worked really hard on this project despite his young age. He's created something really, really, I think, impactful and something that is very impactful to the world. So, without further ado.
Hi, I'm Alan Vine. I go to Crawford Middle School. This is my biometric health monitor. Originally, the biometric health monitor just reads your beats per minute, and then it displays it on a separate screen. However, I added some modifications. For example, I added exercise zones, and basically there are 5 exercise zones, and they each correspond to a percentage of your maximum heart rate. The first zone, also, I forgot to tell you this, but to calculate your maximum heart rate, it is around 220, subtracted by your age, but it does vary per person. And basically, the first exercise zone is from 0 to 50% of your maximum heart rate. The second zone is from 50 to 60%. The third zone is from 60 to 70%, and so on. However, I also needed to create a screen, as you can see, so you can choose between each option. I chose this project because I was wondering how Apple Watches and other fitness devices were able to track your heartbeats per minute. And I found out that the pulse sensor emits a green light, and then it sees how much light is reflected back. Whenever you have a heartbeat, more blood is there, and therefore the amount of light reflected changes. Now let's see our project demo. As you can see, when you turn it on, it has like a screen, and using a joystick, you're able to choose between each option. If I want to check my beats per minute, I can just do that, and then it'll tell you your beats per minute. Also, once you're done with using this, you can just hold the button and you'll be back to the main screen. And now if you can choose the other option, boom, and then you can select your age. Because I'm 13, I'll just put 13, and it'll tell you what your maximum heart rate is around, of course. But basically it checks your heart rate, and then once you're done, hold the button, it checks the percentage of time in each zone. And once you're done, you can just press to go back, and there. Blue Stamps was a very fun camp. I learned a lot of skills like coding in C++. I also learned how to 3D print, and that's why you see the box. But it was also really challenging. For example, although coding wasn't too hard in my opinion, debugging was way harder, since although you took a long time, it really didn't show any results other than your code actually working. But it just felt really frustrating for me to do that. I also learned some lessons, like to always finish what I started, and to also never give up. But if I had more time, I would probably add some screws onto the box, because right now you're able to just take it on and off, which I would have changed the box, but I didn't have enough time. I would have also created clips on the box, and you can wear it while exercising. And yeah, that's my biometric health monitor. I learned that I'm really stressful right now. My heart is pretty hot.
How did you verify that the reading was correct?
I also used my Apple Watch, so I checked, and they were similar, but of course the Apple Watch I think is slower, so that's why it changes more frequently. Yeah.
Is there anything that you would want to add on to that project? Like other sensors or?
Maybe a buzzer, but I don't really think so. Yeah.
Is the toggle stick one you use?
What?
Why do you pick the toggle stick?
I use the joysticks, and you can choose between each screen. Because I needed a way for you to confirm and choose what you're gonna do.
I presume that's for the debugging.
What?
Is that where the debugging went?
I made some of it, but also the code itself just didn't work a lot. So yeah.